I think it's gone really well. I've enjoyed myself anyway, and I think some of the volunteers and some of the kids might have enjoyed themselves, so that's even better.
I think it's been really good. I think it's great to see so many local people out on this important site, and again, we've been fortunate with the weather, but we're fairly weatherproof with our events now, so I think it's overall been really positive.
It's going really well. Yeah, it's going really well. They've cleared a good size area already, and they're gradually burning through some of the trees that are felled, which is an important part of the management. We have to burn up everything that we can so we can encourage heathland species rather than the sort of normal scrub species that we get. So really, it's mission complete. Really.
I think that we've got the good turnout. That the kids have all been doing something in half term worthwhile, and they're all come along. We're giving them something dangerous to do essentially, which is loppers and saws, and they've just got on with it. They're all quite quiet, they're all busy, they've all listened to the safety briefing, they've all done what they've told, we haven't lost any fingers, and they're getting on with it, which is really good, and they'll go home having actually done something, and I think there's a bit of competition. They're quite keen to sort of clear a big area as possible.
The best thing about this project is the people interaction that we can have as part of it. Because people understand the importance of conservation, they understand the importance of rare species, and the fact they can actually come and do something to help a rare species is a very powerful doing. And this is a great opportunity for people to come out. We've done it for years in many different guises, but today is a very good day to have about, I don't know, we must have 50, 60 people here with us. It's very manageable. We've got cracking organisations that are part of the project, and it's very comfortable and a lot of fun, and you've only got to look around to see how much has been done.
Well, I think it's fantastic how everybody's working together. There's lots of different groups come together today from different cub groups and youth groups, and everybody seems to be working in their own little area, but they're all interconnecting and chatting to each other, and it's a really nice community feel here. Of course, aside from the fact that we're getting lots of habitat management done, we're getting large areas of very silver birch and gorse heavy scrub cleared back, which is all beneficial not only for the heath fritillary butterfly but also a lot of our other wildlife that is found on these habitats.
Oh, wonderfully. I think we're very lucky. I mean, obviously the weather helps when it's warm and dry, but I think it's the attitude of the children. They're very much get up and go and let's get on with it, and so it makes all of us feel just the same way.
Well, we've cleared a lot, as you can see. We've been here, what, for an hour and a half? And I guess the cleared area has doubled in size from the bit we did last year. The bit in the middle was what we did this time last year. And it's quite obvious the kids are having fun, which is part of it. You know, these things should be fun.
Oh, it's gone brilliantly so far. We were expecting heavy rain, so the fact that the sun is shining is a real bonus. It's actually quite difficult. Well, we could do the lopping work quite easily, but to look at the lichen, it's much nicer for me to be able to demonstrate it with some sunshine. And we use ×10 hand lenses to look at the lichens, and that's the joy for me of this sort of day, is giving a child, maybe a 10-year-old child who's never used a hand lens, give them a hand lens, teach them how to use it, and it opens up this new micro world to them that they didn't know existed before. So they look through their hand lens, and I know when they're focused on the lichen because they immediately say, wow.
Getting involved in the conservation, the kids have had great fun. They've really enjoyed getting involved. It was a great day out.
Maybe more educational days. You know, this is only the second one we've had in this 12 months. I know it takes some organising, but yes, I think we could do a few more of those. Other than the management side of things, I think everything is up to like it should be.
Well, the thing with this sort of job is it's a constant. It's like painting the Forth Road Bridge. Really, it's just a constant process. So it's not so much improvement, but it's just making sure that, you know, we keep up all of the management on a constant basis so that we can keep on top of it. And things like this all go towards that.
Well, I think that's about us, isn't it? About continuing to do it. I don't think that the day itself can be improved on because we're having such a good time. And there's a nice crowd here, so yeah.
Not really, no. I think we're quite lucky. We live here, so all the kids are local, so they can all come along. Lots of them have been up here anyway. It's a good thing for them to do. I think some of them want to use axes and chainsaws, but apart from that, and be paid. But no, I think they're all getting something from it. They're all looking forward to eating something. They're all hungry within a few minutes of being here.
Not really, because we've got good weather. And it's going to be dry all day, so I think it's a very fine day out.
I think it would be good to have even more people involved, really. There's an awful lot of different groups that could be involved in this, so we could widen it out. I mean, there's a lot of youth groups here today, but we could widen it out to different other local community groups, people with different needs. You know, this could reach out far wider. I think it's a good arrangement that we could take more broadly.
No, I think Patrick has been running this event for a few years now, so he's actually got it down to fine art. It's great to just see so many people together. Obviously, the more the merrier. It's wonderful to see families together. I think he does a good job of getting people together to work together. Maybe we could use it to teach a bit more about the environment, but some of these youngsters are more interested in lopping down trees than they are looking at mosses.
No, I think this year is certainly an improvement on last year. I mean, last year was great, don't get me wrong, but we did have a lot more people. And when there's a lot of people on site, and it's as busy as this, with bonfires like this, with saws, with hand tools, with plenty of trip hazards, as an organiser here, you're conscious constantly of what might go wrong. So anything that can relax my mind on that one is really good. So a few less people and probably a bit more quality in what we're doing is all the better for this year.
I think it's always challenging getting this number of people out on site. We've always I mean, the car parking is always an issue here, but I think this year I think we were aware of that and letting people know what was going on. Sometimes I think we've been almost too successful in terms of the numbers of people we've got going out, but I just think the number of people we've got out here on, like I say, on this really important site, it's great to see, you know, uniformed organisations, non-uniformed organisations all out here.
No, it was perfect. It was a great day.
We can always do more. We can always do more engagement. A few of the ideas that have been floating around is to have a bit more of a stand in terms of like wildlife information. So there's a bit more information, a few more leaflets up on the site, but it's always the logistics of, okay, well, let's get a marquee up there as well, and a microscope and a generator and another 5 staff members, and it starts to get away with itself if you're not careful. Tuna. So go on the jacket potatoes. a bit more fillings to go in the jacket potatoes. But we did tell everyone to bring their own fillings, and a lot of people did as well.
No, just carry on like we are, I think. I don't think we can change very much.
Can't say that there would be really. No, I mean it's more about involving people, and that's basically what's happened today. So.
No, I don't. I think it's just a good. It's a basic back to basics. There's the area. It needs clearing, and the kids just go into it. I don't think we need nanny state or anything like that. You know, as long as they've got a pair of gloves and a safety briefing and get on with it.
No, I expect it to be the same. Suits me.
More people, more scrub cleared, more of the same. I think it's great.
Small presentation on why we are conserving this area, to give the whole group, or maybe they will do it at some point, I'm not sure, to give them an idea of why we're doing this work in order to maintain the habitat for the butterfly, for the glowworm, for the nightjar, and I think perhaps we could do a bit more about the reasons behind the work.
More people would be great.
No, I do exactly the same, to be perfectly honest with you. No, it's a really good event. It does work very well. No, manage it as per this year. It's always about money. It's whether or not the external funding exists to keep it going as we're doing it. But I hope it does, and I hope we can continue.
I would say, not necessarily something we've done differently this year, which I think is important, is that this site does attract people out on their mountain bikes or walking their dogs. So I think this year we were keen to put up posters letting know people about the event, saying that, you know, the good news is we're going to have all these people undertaking this conservation work, but the car park might be busier than normal. So people can either, then people can adapt their plans to be able to cope with that. So I think signage for participants, but also non-participants, is really important.